Duncan, how are you?
I'm good.
Today, please teach Dharma to the whole world because very special day, you know, yeah?
Yeah. Today is actually the 2,935th day, which is the anniversary of Buddha's first teaching the Four Noble Truths of the Enlightened. So today is a very auspicious day. I'm sitting here in the Dzogchen Retreat Center. We're having the second annual Dzogchen Lineage Internship. And so I'm going to talk a little bit about happiness and suffering and the fact that we actually all have this in common, the fact that we all want happiness and we all don't want suffering. So everybody watching this and everybody hearing this, we're all very, very special. I want to have like a Mr. Rogers style moment here. So if you can imagine like the jazz cueing in and he's zooming up on his face. You're all very special, you're very unique, and you offer something that no other being in any universe can offer. You're very special and you're very unique. But also every single being in every single universe is very special and very unique and offers something that no other being can offer. And we all want the same thing. We all want happiness and we don't want suffering. And we never forget it, not even for a moment. Everything that we do is to try to have some sort of happiness and to avoid some kind of suffering. So in every single moment, that's all we're doing. And if you examine closely, you'll see that regardless of how it may appear, you always want happiness, even if it appears to be something external that you're trying to acquire or something external that you're trying to avoid. So this is a very important fact, and this is Buddha's teaching. Now, one thing that's really amazing is that just like the nature of fire is heat, warmth, and luminosity, the nature of every single sentient being is naturally, primordially Buddha. This true happiness, unchanging, vibrant, luminosity, blissful, and unimaginably great. And that is your nature. So in every single moment, every single being wants this happiness, but we're kind of in a confused state. We go about our lives trying to have some kind of happiness and trying to avoid some kind of suffering, thinking that the cause of it is actually out here all the time. So we might think, all right, if I go to my job and I do whatever I'm doing, I'm going to get that paycheck, and then I can go drink a couple beers and sleep with a beautiful woman, and then that's happiness for me. Or if I go and I try to be rich and famous and get $1 million in Hollywood, or if I become a rock star, if I write that hit tune and I play it for everybody and I get a bunch of money, that's my happiness. And a lot of people really invest themselves in that. They actually sincerely believe that. But the fact is, happiness is only caused by your thinking. Your thinking is the only thing that's going to be a cause of your happiness. Conditions might arise that bring some sort of joy or something, but they're impermanent because everything's impermanent. We're in a constant flux of change, and there's no way to hold something to be the same for any amount of time because it's always changing. So Buddha's teaching directs the thinker to look at the thinking. So you are your thinking. This is a very powerful and amazing, wonderful fact. Because once you know this, all of a sudden, you're not a slave to external conditions anymore, thinking that they're going to be a cause for you, a cause for your happiness or a cause of your suffering. Now you know, it's like, all right, I know that my thinking is going to determine this. So then there's two different kinds of thinking. You have positive thinking, which isn't just like, I'm going to smile and sell you something. And there's negative thinking, and negative thinking has 5 different flavors, and positive thinking has 5 different flavors, and you can boil it down to 3, but we usually, in this lineage, we stick with 5. So your negative thinking is going to be your anger, your jealousy, your greed, your pride, and your ignorance. And anger is basically the thought that I want to destroy your happiness. Jealousy is the thought, if I see somebody that's having some sort of happiness, that's my suffering. So for example, imagine that you're in a convenience store and you like to buy scratchets or something like that. Now, if someone in front of you buys a scratchet, a lottery ticket, and they win that $1 million, if you think, why did they get that? That's supposed to be mine. That's actually a form of jealousy, because you see someone having some happiness and it's resulting in your suffering. And then we have greed, which is, there's two different flavors of greed. It's like, I want to chase happiness. Like, this thing outside of my thinking is going to cause my happiness, and so I'm going to get it. And so you're kind of on this, it's like a treadmill with a projection of the idea of the concept of happiness, which you're always constantly pursuing and maybe not ever going to get. And then the other idea is it's clinging to something that you think you already have and not wanting to lose that. And then pride is basically the idea, I don't want to change my thinking because I'm either too good to change it, or I suck so bad that my suckiness overrides any kind of improvement I might be able to make. And ignorance is just not knowing the cause of happiness and the cause of suffering, and your perception is going to be very dark and dim if you have a lot of ignorance. So then we antidote these with 5 positive thinkings. So you have your renunciation, which basically says, anger, jealousy, greed, pride, and ignorance, I see that sucks for me and it sucks for everybody else, so I'm going to decrease it. Then my compassion would be, if I see others having negative thinking, that sucks for them, and it's also a condition for my suffering and every other being's suffering, so I want to decrease their suffering, their negative thinking. That's compassion. Faith is the idea, I like my positive thinking because I know that it's a cause for my happiness and a condition for all beings' happiness. Love, which isn't like I love you, and if you leave, I hate you. Love is the idea that I really want you to have happiness and the causes of happiness. And wisdom is practicing these 5 positive thinkings, dharma. It's practicing it in every moment and revealing your true nature, which, like I said, is Buddha, is extremely blissful and luminous. And through practicing this in every moment, you peel away the layers of your ignorance like an onion to reveal your true nature, which is inexpressibly beyond words and awesome. So that's really what I want to share with everybody today, is that your happiness isn't caused by something outside, and your suffering isn't caused by something outside. If somebody does something and gets angry, instead of thinking, wow, I hate this person now because they're angry with me, if you have compassion and think, they're creating their own hell. Like for them, if they meditate on anger, repeat it, they're gonna feel worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. So I'm gonna have compassion for this person. And likewise, if I encounter something that's pleasant and that I like, if instead of squeezing it to the point of pain, I say, I like this, I'm going to hold it lightheartedly and offer it to all beings, then you're taking the phenomena that you encounter on a daily basis and turning it into practice so that you can just peel away those layers. And just remember that your thinking is like the camera, and your nature is like the person being watched. And if you adjust your lens with positive thinking, you'll become more clear, more in focus, and your perception will become way better, and you will realize your nature, which is the best.
Thank you very much, boy.
Thank you.
You learn Dharma more, so you can teach Dharma this word. And this word needs Lord Dharma teacher, because there is suffering, is not yet end. Please blessing this boy. Please teach Dharma.
Yes, cool. Thank you.